Okay, guys, we're going to do a really short video today, okay? I just want to do a couple more word problems to make sure you're solid, and then you're going to work on a little packet for homework, okay? So we're still in packet number 1, okay? And I want you to turn to page 35, okay? You're going to need a couple things out today. In addition to this packet, you should have your word problem template that I gave you the other day in class, okay? So we're going to do those word problems directly in it. The first problem, don't ignore the highlights, we're going to do on page 35, we are going to do problem number 10, okay? So what I want you to do, and I want you to get used to setting this up, you're going to have your name, and you are going to have problem number, what did we say it is? Number 10, okay? And you are going to say it's from, you can say page, what did I say? Page 35, packet 1. You might even want to call it 1.2 practice B. And the reason I label that is so if you want to go back and review later, you actually know where those problems came from, okay? So problem 10 says the perimeter of a triangle is 42 inches. Well, I'm actually going to draw this out so I can kind of see it. I have a triangle. And we know that the perimeter, you should have learned this, is the distance all the way around. So we add up all the sides, okay? And we know the perimeter, I'm just going to write that here, equals 42, okay? What else does it tell us? One side measures 18 inches. Okay, it doesn't matter what side, just pick one, 18 inches. The shortest side measures X inches, okay? And the longest side measures 1 inch less than 4 times the length of the shortest side. Okay, well, they already told us that the shortest side is X. So when we define our variable, we're going to say X equals the length of shortest side. Okay? And then we have to label that other side. Let's see, it says the longest side measures 1 inch less. So we know we're subtracting 1 from something. So I'm going to put minus 1. Then 4 times the length of the shortest. And we know the shortest is X. So 4 times X. So it's 4X minus 1. Okay, and those are our 3 sides. And then it says to write an equation. Okay. Let's see. Well, we're going to add up all the sides. We've got 18, right? We've got plus X plus, we got 4X minus 1. And what does that equal? The perimeter, which is 42. Okay, now I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to solve for X. 18 plus X plus 4X minus 1. We don't need those bracket or those parentheses anymore. I'm going to combine some like terms here. We've got an X and a 4X. So I've got 5X. 18 minus 1 is plus 17 equals 42. Now, guys, this is where we're solving a multi-step equation, okay? You're going to undo things. First thing we're going to do is subtract 17 from both sides. Remember, golden rule of algebra, if you do it to one side, you've got to do it to the other. We've got 5X. 42 minus 17 is what, 25? And we are going to divide by 5. And we get X equals 5. Okay, so what was the actual question they asked us in the problem? It said, write and solve an equation to find the length of the longest side. We know our X was defined to be the shortest side, so to find the longest side, which was this guy right here, we're going to do 4 times 5 minus 1. Oopsie, it would help if you could see, right? And it's 19, don't forget your label, 19 inches, okay? So we had X equals 5 here for what X equaled, right? Final answer in variable form. But if they give you a word problem, make sure you read what they're actually asking you. So 19 inches, okay? Let's do another. Let's look at the same page, page 35, and let's look at number 11. Okay, you're going to need a new template page. Problem number 11, and I'm just going to put page 35, okay? Let's read this problem together. You order 4 fish sandwiches and a hamburger, okay? The cost of the hamburger is $2.50. Let's straighten that up a little bit. Your total bill before tax is $14.30. Write and solve an equation to find the cost of a fish sandwich. Okay, so we don't know. We know how much a hamburger is. They tell us, but we don't know how much that fish sandwich is, right? They don't give it to us. So that's my unknown. So my X is going to be the cost of a fish sandwich. Let's do that, okay? Now, to write the equation, I break it down. I literally go word by word. You have 4 fish sandwiches, okay? There's 4 of them. Does it tell me anywhere what the cost is? It does not. But we know that's our unknown. So 4 times whatever the cost is, if the cost is $1, 4 times 1 is $4. If the cost is $2, it would be 4 times 2 is 8, okay? We don't know what the cost is. That's what we try to find. It also tells us the cost of a hamburger is $2.50. So we're going to have to add that to our bill, right? Let's put a little dollar sign here. And it says the total cost was $14.30. Okay? And that's how you write out that problem. Then I'm hoping you guys are getting comfortable with solving two-step and multi-step equations. First thing we got to do, we're isolating the x. We got to get rid of that 250, right? We got to move it to the other side. This is addition. The inverse of addition is subtraction. Okay? 4x equals, what's 1430 minus 250? If you do this on the side, you're going to get, let's see if I can do it in my head quick, 80, and that's going to be 11. So you guys can go ahead and do that on the side, but it is $11.80. You have some multiplication here, 4 times x. We're going to do the inverse, which is dividing. And you get x equals, let's see if Mrs. Quintos can do her long division here. 1180, I don't want you using calculators. You need to get in the good habit of not using them. We got 2. 4 goes into 38. We're going to do, I think it's going to be 9 times, right? 36. Oh, look at that. We got a nice number, right? So our x equals $2.95. That's for a fish sandwich, okay? And the last problem, I promise you this would not be a long video. I want you guys to flip. Let's find one more. I'm just kind of giving you a variety of types of problems that are going to look similar to problems that you'll see in the homework tonight. Let's go to page 39, okay? So again, we're on page 39 in packet 1, okay? And I want you to go to problem number 5, the one that talks about Karma's age. Zoom that down a little so you can actually read it, okay? You're going to need another template packet page. Okay, here we go. And this, I'm not going to lie, this is a tricky problem. You've got to read it word for word. Let's just read it one time through. Karma's age is 2 years less than 3/8 of her father's age. If Karma is 13 years old, how old is her father? Okay? Let's think this one through. They tell me how old Karma is. That is not what my unknown variable is. What I'm being asked to find is what her father's age is. So I'm going to go ahead. Oh, you know what? I don't need a template page. It's right here on here, isn't it? I put the template in there. I forgot. So X is going to be Karma's dad's age. Okay, that's our unknown. Typically, the variable is what the unknown is, what we're looking for, right? Okay, write an equation. Again, I go word by word. Karma's age is. Is to me means equals. Okay, Karma's age, they tell me what it is. It's 13 years old. I know that's going to be on one side. Is 2 years less. When I say something is less, it means I'm subtracting that from something. So I have to take my minus 2 at the end. It's not 2 minus, it's 2 less than something. Okay, if I have 5 grapes, and you have 2 less than me, you have 3. You have 5 minus 2. So we're subtracting 2, okay? What else do they tell me? Is 2 years less than 3/8 of her father's age. Of. You're going to hear me say that all the time. Big clue, that's multiplication. 3/8 of, 3/8 of, so multiplied times her father's age. Do we know what that is? Nope, we just labeled that as X. And there you go. There's your equation, okay? The only thing I would suggest, I always change it around. 3/8 x minus 2 equals 13. I just like to put my x on the left-hand side, okay? Hope you recognize that we're going to add 2 to both sides. We're going to get 3/8 x equals 15. Okay, now I want you guys to be careful with this. You can see that's 3/8 times x. The inverse is dividing by 3/8. Now I see this every year. People mix up the order. It is 15 divided by 3/8. Please, please, please write that out horizontally. Okay, let's just do a little mark here. 15 divided by 3/8. And the reason I say to write it out horizontally, then you're going to see which number comes second, okay? And that's the number you keep, or you flip. Keep, change, flip. 15 times 8/3. And feel free if you'd like. I know most of you do this, and I do as well. I put it over a 1. You can put any number over 1, right? Before I multiply, I always like to simplify first. I can see that 3 goes into 15 5 times. 5 times 8 is 40 over 1. So my final answer is x equals, don't forget labels, 40 years old. And that's the father. I really think if you don't stress out over these word problems and you think them through, they become, in my opinion, kind of fun to do. They're like puzzles, okay? You can go ahead and you can start on your work.